Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi. Welcome to Wednesday Live. This is a class that I teach live on my Instagram every Wednesday morning from 7:30 to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you missed the practice with me there, well, now you have it here. We're going to get started in Ragdoll. This practice is about practicing. It's about practicing focus when there's distraction. Good morning from me to you. So let's get started. Ragdoll, come onto your mat. And set your feet about hips width distance apart, if you haven't already. And hang forward. And you can rest your hands on the ground or on props. You can place opposite hand into the crook of opposite elbow. This is really nice because, right, you don't have to hold your elbows. Your hands are being supported. You're supporting yourself. And take a really big breath in. And a big breath out. And you might add in a little bit of movement here if you like. This is a funny pose. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but an interesting pose maybe, because you take a look at someone in Ragdoll and you think, they're not doing anything. But if you're in Ragdoll, you know you're doing something. And depending on the other things you do in your life, you might be feeling a whole lot of something in your hamstrings and in your low back. So just take your time with this. Feel your breath. Right, you can always come into more of a halfway lift if that works better. There are different ways you can adapt this. And even without moving in your Ragdoll, there is definitely movement. Lengthening in the backs of the legs, lengthening in the low back, lengthening your spine. You can drop your head. Let your head hang down. Maybe move your head around a little bit. And feel the movement of your breath. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Once more here, a big inhale. And a big exhale. Go ahead and release your hands down to your mat and step back to your downward facing dog. And if you want to come into child's pose, you can come into child's pose. If you're setting up your downward dog, do just that. Set up your downward dog. If you're setting up your child's pose, same thing. Set up your child's pose. Set yourself up to be right here, right now. You can set your gaze or close your eyes. Definitely set your hands and your feet, your foundation. You might set an intention for your practice today. And here again, if you want to add in a little bit of movement, you can do that. Sometimes it's nice to walk out your dog. Sometimes it's a little adjusting of your foundation. Adjusting your focus. So if you're not right here, right now, feel what you can do to come back. You can tune into your breath. You can feel your body. You can set your gaze or close your eyes. You can, again, set an intention. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. On your next inhale, come on forward to your high push-up, high plank. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Little lift to your chin. So just notice if you're kind of looking back at your feet. You can take a peek back at your feet, but then lift your chin and really lengthen from the crown of your head, out through your tailbone, out through your heels. Take a big inhale. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, come forward to your high push-up, high plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, high push-up, just movement and breath. Back to your downward dog. Feel if you can sync your movement up with your breath. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Another big inhale here. And as you exhale lightly, step or jump to the front of your mat. Find your halfway lift. Fold forward. Exhale. Inhale. Come on up to stand. Reach your hands up. Lift your heart up. Look up. Go back a bit. Take a really big inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Little pause here. Whenever I say pause, I think of dogs because we have two. Little pause, little dog pause. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, sweep your hands high, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back, high push up, move forward, halfway down, low push up. A little pause here, drop your knees or come all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog, maybe your cobra or your low cobra. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog or your child's pose. And that is how our thinking minds work, right? I say pause here, and I think of dogs and pause, and then you think that you need to buy dog food, and you have to go to the grocery store, or you have to order the dog food, right? And it just goes from there. That is how most of our minds work. Distraction, monkey mind. So here, use the tools you have available to you to come back. Take a really big inhale, exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, lift and reach. Fold forward, exhale. Whoops, toys fell over. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. That reminds me, I need to clean today. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. One more big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise to stand. Lift and reach. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. You can step or jump back. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. You can add in child's pose at any time. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. One more deep inhale here. Exhale. Walk or jump forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale all the way up. Rise up. Lift up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Chaturanga. Low push up. Step or jump back. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Come on forward to your high push-up, high plank. Right hand under your right shoulder, heels to your right for side plank, Utkatasana. Right, lengthen out. Take your top arm higher. You can work with that top hand at your hip. And take your top foot, bring it in front of your bottom thigh. And you can kind of creep that's your left foot. You can creep your left foot a little off your mat so your left knee is over your left ankle. Lift your hips up. You get a little bit of core here. And take your top arm and extend it forward. Nice. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand comes down, step back. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Chair pose. Sit down, lift up, reach up. Big bend in your knees. Set your feet. Hands high or at your heart. Take a big inhale here, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps forward, warrior 1, back foot flat, rise up. I have a fly buzzing around me. And so all of this is making me laugh. The little paws, the toys, the fly. Distraction. The perfect opportunity to practice focus. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior 1, rise up. And not take myself too seriously, right? I think we can all use that reminder sometimes. Enjoy what we are doing. Feel your body, feel your breath, your intention. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Another deep breath in here. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more big inhale here. Exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, lift up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps forward, warrior one. Back foot flat, rise up, exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one, rise up, reach up, exhale, hands come back down. High push up to low. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Come on forward to your high push up. Left hand under your left shoulder, heels to your left. Side plank. I don't like having my back to you guys, but hopefully you don't care. Now, top arm high, right foot, top foot in front of your bottom thigh, flat. You can walk it a little off your mat so you get your right knee over your right ankle. Press into your right foot, lift your hips up. Take your top arm and extend it forward. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand comes down. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet. Big bend to your knees. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale here. And twist to your left. Right elbow towards the outside of your left thigh. Just check in with your feet. Feet even. They can be together or apart. Even. Steady and intentional breath. Hands can stay together here or they can open up. Right hand reaching down, left hand reaching high. Maybe a stick in a side crow if you like. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Hips a little lower. Heart a little higher. One more big inhale here. Fold forward, exhale. Walk your feet apart, about hips width distance. Peace fingers hook your big toes. Palms face each other. Halfway lift as you inhale. Lengthen and fold as you exhale. Using your fingers around your toes to draw you into the physical forward fold. Using your fingers around your toes to connect, to feel different parts of your body. And if a deep forward fold doesn't work, you can stick with more of a ragdoll, more of a halfway lift. Adapt this, all of this, so it does work for you. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Release your toes. Walk your feet closer together to touch and rise to stand. Come up, lift and reach, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale. Downward dog. Come on forward to your high push-up. Right hand under your right shoulder. Heels to your right. Side plank, Utkatasana. Now, once you set this up, draw your left knee up towards your chest. And you can keep hold of your left knee. Or you can grab your left big toe with your left peace fingers. Take the left foot out to the side. And maybe even take the left foot up towards the sky. Now, you can take the knee up as well if that works better for you. Right, breathing here, lift out of your right shoulder, take a big inhale, come on around, that left foot steps forward, you wind up in your runner's lunge and rise up to your crescent lunge. So however you get there, crescent lunge, bring your hands to your heart, take a big inhale, twist to your left, right elbow towards the outside of your left thigh. Hands pressed together here, long spine. Back knee lifted or lowered, and you can keep your hands connected, or again, like in your chair twist, you can separate your hands. You might land your right hand under your right shoulder. You might work with your right arm on the outside of your left leg. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. On your next inhale, come back up to your crescent lunge. Find your footing, set your left foot, set your gaze, step forward onto that left foot, catch your lifted right knee in front of you with your right hand. Pause for a moment, engage your core, keep hold of the right knee or grab your right big toe with your right peace fingers and take the foot forward. It's a lot of fingers and toes today, connecting all the way out to the periphery of our body and integrating back to center. Now take that right knee, right foot out to the right. Left hand can come out to the left for a little bit of balance or not. And breathe right here for 3, 2. Bring your right foot back to center. Keep it lifted. Extend the right foot forward if it isn't already. Take a really big inhale. Right foot down beside the left. Back to stand. Reach up, lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, high push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward facing dog, or your child's pose. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Another deep inhale here, exhale, step or jump to the front, halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps forward, warrior 1. Rise up, open out, warrior 2. Find your warrior 2 here. Big bend in your right knee, long through your arms, out to the tips of your fingers. Feel your feet on your mat, your toes on your mat. Soften your toes. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. As you inhale, straighten your right leg, pivot around towards the side edge of your mat. Adjust your feet so they're parallel, even with each other, or pigeon-toed. Feet even, but parallel or pigeon-toed. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Take a big breath in. Fold forward as you exhale. Let your hands come up and over to your own degree. Nice shoulder rinse here, maybe a towel or a strap between your hands. You can work with your palms together. You can work with your palms apart. Right? Even that little adjustment gives you a really big, at least for me, big difference in sensations. So feel the little adjustments you can make and how that helps you better feel and better connect to your body. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Release your hands here. Come halfway up. Hands to your hips. Rise to stand. Turn your toes out, heels in. Bend your knees. Come on down into your horse. Reach your arms up. Cactus arms. Goddess, goalpost arms. Big bend in the knees. Toes are soft here. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Notice if you're hanging on with your toes, wiggle around a little bit, soften up there, sit a little bit lower, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach your arms up. Now, warrior 2, left side. Pivot around towards the back edge of your mat. Check in with your feet. Your left foot will be flat and straight, your left knee over your left ankle. Bring your right toes around with you. Mostly notice if your right toes are pointed behind you. Lengthen through your arms. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more big inhale here. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana. Chair pose. Set your feet. Bring your hands to your heart. A full inhale. Twist to your right. Left elbow towards the outside of your right thigh. Tailbone back. Crown of the head forward. Notice if you shift forward into your toes, shift back into your heels. That's intentional. Hands can stay together, long spine, heart lifts, or you can take your hands apart. Left hand reaching for the ground. Right arm reaching up for the sky. Bottom hand doesn't have to touch the ground. And you can stick in side crow if you like. Check in with your breath. So whatever variation you're in it. You're in your body. You're feeling this breath. You're feeling your intention. One more big inhale here. Fold forward, exhale. Walk your feet apart, about hips width distance. Slide your hands under your feet. Padahastasana, palms up. Halfway lift as you inhale. Lengthen and fold as you exhale. So if you like a different variation here, you can add that in. You can add in a really big bend to your knees, and little by little, one breath at a time, feel for lengthening. Notice if you're distracted. Invite yourself to come back. And so, little by little, one breath at a time, you are here. A big breath in. And a long breath out. Take your hands out from under your feet. Walk your feet closer together to touch and rise. To stand. Come all the way up. Lift up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here, come forward to your high push up. Left hand under your left shoulder, setting up your side plank. Left hand down, left forearm, or even left knee down. Draw in through your core. Draw your right knee up towards your chest. You can catch hold of the knee with your right hand. All right, and you can stay here, or you can grab your right big toe with your peace fingers. The right foot can press away from you. Maybe you take that right foot up to the sky. You can take the knee up if you like. Lift out of that bottom shoulder. Lift and lengthen. Take a big inhale. Now, come on around. That right foot steps up. Wind up in your runner's lunge. Set your feet. Rise up, crescent lunge. Right foot a little to your right. Again, however you get here, land here. Feel this breath. Draw your hands to your heart. A big inhale. And twist to your right. Left elbow towards the outside of your right thigh. Just having a little fun with all of this morning, hopefully. Back knee lifted or lowered. Hands can stay together or open up. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. On your next inhale, come back up to your crescent lunge. Rise up, set your right foot, set your gaze. Now step forward onto that right foot, your right foot, and catch your lifted left knee in front of you with your left hand. Right hand high. You can work with your right hand at your hip if you like. Stay with that left knee or grab the left big toe with your peace fingers. Press out through your left heel, whatever variation you're working with. Stand really tall. If you catch the big toe and you can't straighten the left leg, that's okay. Play around with it. Left foot comes out to the left. Right arm out to the right for a little bit of balance. Breathe here. Deep breath. A big breath in. And a long breath out. Soften your shoulders. Soften your face. Bring that left foot, left leg back to center. Hands go up. Extend the left foot forward if it isn't already. Press through your left heel. Use your core. A big inhale. Left foot down beside the right. Come to stand. Reach up. Lift up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Come on forward to your high push-up and lower to your forearms for your forearm plank, your dolphin plank. Hands can be apart or hands together if you interlace your fingers. Just interlace your fingers softly and lightly, intentionally, softly and lightly. Low belly draws in and up. Feel your heels press back so your legs are engaged. And you can keep your knees lifted or you can drop your knees down. And here again, just notice if your chin is tucked into your chest. Lengthen out from the crown of your head. Out through your tailbone, out through your heels. And feel if here you can lengthen and deepen your breath. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Big inhale. Big exhale. Take one more deep breath in here. And as you exhale, come all the way down onto your mat. Lie on your belly, forehead or chin to your mat. Interlace your fingers at your low back. You can use a towel or strap between your hands or simply take your arms alongside you. A big breath in and begin to lift up. Draw your low belly in and up here and lift up. Shoulders roll back. Legs, feet extend back. Feet can be apart or together. Hands, knuckles press back. Gently lengthen through your arms. Let your shoulders roll back. Soften your face and breathe. Right? If you're not breathing, take a deep breath in and a long breath out. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, come on down. Flip over onto your back and set up for your bridge or your wheel. Set your feet flat, big inhale, and come on up. Take your time with the setup, with the transition. Notice if you get distracted. Oof, there's that fly again. You can stay in your bridge. You can work with any variation of bridge. If you want to come up for a wheel, you can come up for your wheel. And you can take rest if that works for you, but take a big breath in and a long breath out. One more deep inhale here and gently come on down. Feet together, knees wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. A long inhale and a big exhale. Draw your knees to your chest. Give them a squeeze. Set your right foot on your mat. Left foot across your right thigh. Half a pigeon variation. You can stay right here. You can lift that right leg. Use your hands to draw in. If you like a traditional half pigeon, go for it. You can add that in. Especially as our practice starts to wind down. Notice if your mind jumps ahead. And our practice is winding down, but at the same time, poses like these, a lot like ragdoll. It doesn't look like there's much going on. There's usually a lot of sensation, and usually when there's a lot of sensation, that's when our thinking minds engage. And you can just notice that. You can simply notice that. Feel that you don't have to engage instead. You don't have to engage in your thinking mind anyway. You can instead engage in what you're doing right here, right now. Showing up, breathing, taking care of yourself. Take a breath in. Then a breath out. Release your hands, your legs. You can Give your knees a squeeze, and set this up on the other side. Left foot flat, right foot across your left thigh. Left foot can stay on the ground. You can lift that left leg if you like. Whether you're on your mat or you're off your mat, you can choose what you want to engage in. Do you want to engage in distraction? And distraction takes all kinds of different forms. Or do you want to engage in creating your practice, creating your day, creating your life? Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Release your hands, your legs. Give your knees a squeeze. Any last poses or adjustments that feel right. And set up your Shavasana. You might take your legs out, maybe come back to Supta Baddha Konasana, or even take your legs up. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And here again, doesn't look like there's anything happening. But you're integrating everything that you've just done. You are engaging in being present, in being in your body. You are engaged in simply being. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Just bringing some gentle movement to your body. And when you're ready, drawing your knees to your chest. Roll to one side and make your way to seated. Hands to your heart. Set your gaze. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. And together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining me for this practice today. Remember, if you want to do practice with me live, check out my Instagram, check out my studio. There are links to those. Check out the fly around my head again. There are links to both of those and more below. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other.
and I'll see you on your mat.